Welcome to another Secrets of Strixhaven draft, everyone. I hope you're having a wonderful day. And if you're new here, I'm Cody Lee. Brand new draft video every single day. You know how this goes. Like, comment, subscribe. You're one of probably 5, 10, 15, 20 people if I'm lucky. So every bit of engagement really does help, especially when we're this small. And we're starting with a Brother's End, likely? This just seems like an insane removal spell. 3 damage to each creature and each planeswalker seems pretty good. We're not going to get to play with it very often, so I think we're going to take it. And we're going to look at being in probably blue-red. We're going to see. We're going to see where we end up here, but we're going to start with Brother's End. Primary research, charm, nothing red here. There's a primary research which I do enjoy. When this enchantment enters, return target non-land permanent card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. So you get to return something, and ooh, wait. We're gonna finish this. And then if you do that, you get to draw a card. And then as an enchantment, it stays out there. You get to draw a card multiple times, probably. Now, Scolding Administrator, 2 mana, 2/2 menace, and then whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, you put a counter on it, and if it dies and it has counter, you can put those counters on a different creature. That seems pretty dang good. I think primary research being a single color is a little bit more what I'm looking at right here, though. So let's take the primary research and see what happens. Together is 1. There's a couple of green-black cards here which I do enjoy, but Together is 1 is phenomenal. Target player draws X, deals X to any target, and you gain X life. Like, that's just a solid removal spell if you get to it. I'm going to take that. Here, we are going to want removal. The Brotherhood's End is pretty good for us. Graduation Day is interesting if we're going to be in the primary research. And the more I think about it, maybe Brother's End isn't great. But if we're going to be playing Together as 1, we're probably going to be in a multicolor something or another. And we're going to want something like an elemental mascot. So let's take an elemental mascot. And we're going to see where this ends up. Fractal Tender. There is a Lecturing Scorn Mage. And this card going this late is insane. There is a lot of the blue-green here and a lot of blue. That makes me want to take this Fractal Tender instead of the Lecturing Scorn Mage. But we're already not green, so let's take the Lecturing Scorn Mage and see where we end up. Because if we start seeing a bunch of black... Now there's a Hydro Channeler and a Noxious Newt. I kind of want that Hydro Channeler, I'll be real. Dig Site Inventory is just not as good. So let's take that Hydro Channeler. So we're playing a 4-color no green right now. What's a 4-color no green card? I don't think I have one off the top of my head. There is a Studious First Year here. There is a Spirit Call Enthusiast, 3 mana, 3/3, and then whenever you get a token, you get access to Scroll Boost, which is really, really good. But we've been seeing a lot of green-blue come around. So I do think I'm going to take the Studious First Year. We're going to sideboard the Lecturing Scorn Mage. Unless something crazy happens, we're probably not going to be doing that. And honestly, are we going to be playing primary research in this deck? I don't know if we are. There's a Fractal Tender and a Diary of Dreams. There's also a Spectacle Summit. Arcane Omens, also pretty dang good, probably. But realistically, we want lands. We're going to want the lands. So let's start taking them, and let's take them early. Dual Tactics, Growth Curve. There's a Potioner's Trove and then a Titan's Grove. I do think we're probably going to take the Trove. Graduation Day coming all the way around, though, is kind of, I think, almost indicative. 2 mana, 2/3. Ender's Prepared. I'm here for that. Cat Cleric. Rancorous Archaic. There is a Zombify. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Let's take the Rancorous Archaic. Fractal Mascot we will play. There's another Fractal Mascot. Plains sideboard. Ooh. I haven't played this one yet. 3 mana, 2/4. Jod Z, Steward of Fate. Enters prepared. When it enters, draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards. So net even. Create X00 green and blue fractal creature tokens, then put X11 counters on each fractal you control. Each fractal. Holy. That's what we want to be doing. This is a fractal. Those are both fractals. It's an elemental. We're taking the Jodzi. Ooh. Hop to it. There's an Aberrant Mana Worm, which I'm kind of interested in. But this Cauldron of Essence, whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life, and you gain 1 life. Pay 3, sacrifice a creature, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Activate only as a sorcery. Are we going to take that? At this point, primary research is out. It's that or Aberrant Mana Worm. And I do think it's probably Aberrant Mana Worm, but this looks really cool. Let's take the Mana Worm. Ooh, Azisa. Azisa's so strong, and it's one of those that I very much... I've seen this one quite a bit, but she's never made it into a thumbnail. I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry that we have no representative for you, Azisa. You will be eventually. We're going to take this 5 mana 2/2 that draws this card. So, Mindful Biomancer. Realistically, we should take the Mindful Biomancer. We need early game stuff. There's really good cards here. There's also a Terramorphic Expanse. And I don't think there's really much that I need to say about that. A Braid would be really good. I'd be really excited to have a Braid. I want 1 Arcane Omens probably. Infirmary Healer. I would 100% play another one. I don't think that choice was really hard. This one is also an extremely easy one. Ooh, draw X cards, then put a permanent. There is a Snarl Song. There's a Terrafractal, but we're going to take the Mind into Matter. Burst Lightning. There's a Root Manipulation, which I find interesting. A Spectacle Summit. Quick Study, but I think I want the Burst Lightning. Or do I want the land? I think I want the Burst Lightning. Snarl Song, Elemental, Terramorphic. This is a good one. Terramorphic Expanse is kind of just... Let's take the Snarl Song. We do need payoff. We're going to cut one of those fractals. Potioner's Trove. Do we take another Potioner's Trove? I think we do, especially with a Together as One and a Rancorous Archaic. We're going to keep an eye out for any Archaic that we see. We do have this Jodzi, which we get to pop. Mind into Matter can do a lot. There's no green-red land. I don't think we're playing... Whenever you gain life, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. We don't have a bunch of stuff to gain life. We're also not going to play a Hop to it, but that Hop to it's really pretty. So let's take the Hop to it and put it in the sideboard. That's not correct. I'm going to call that out right now. We might play the Strife Scholar. We might play a second Strife Scholar. Probably not going to play a second Strife Scholar. We're going to hope for the green archaic. Hundo P, hoping for the green archaic right now. The card is very, very good. Yeah. Give me the white card that I'm not going to play. And another Plains. All the white. Another Mind into Matter, but a Forum Necroscribe. So we're going to play a Forum Necroscribe. I think we're cutting the Brother's End because we don't want the double. This card is just insane. 6 mana, 5/4, ward, discard a card for Troll Warlock, and then when you cast an instant or sorcery spell that targets a creature, you can return something. We don't have much that targets a creature right now, but we'll get something. Like this. Or actually, Matterbending Mage, but Burag Barrage, target creature you control gets +1/+0 until end of turn if you've cast another instant or sorcery spell this turn. Then it deals damage equal to its power to one target creature. So one of my creatures hits another creature, but we're going to take Matterbending Mage. Matterbending Mage is just really good. Impractical Joke is very, very solid removal. I want one of these Embrace. I also want one of those Unsubtle Mockeries. Let's take the Impractical Joke. There's a Last Grasp and a Mindful Biomancer. There's also a Titan's Grave. We're going to take the Mindful Biomancer here. Last Gasp is solid removal. But I think we want the creature. I don't know if that's correct or not. We do need 3 more playables. We can take this Fractal Mascot back in for sure. So Dia of Dreams. There's a Mika. There's an Elemental Mascot and a Burag. Thing is, we don't have a ton for that. The Burag should be good for us, though. We'll take that. Additive Evolution I do enjoy. 5 mana for an enchantment. When this enchantment enters, create a 0/0 green and blue fractal creature token, put 3 1/1 counters on it, and then at the beginning of combat on your turn, put a 1/1 counter. So it makes a 4/4, and then every turn adds a counter. Great card. Ooh, there's a Rapturous Moment here. I'm here for the Rapturous Moment, I think. We're at playables. The Hydro Channeler I'm keeping to add 1 mana of any color to cast some of these things. I'll cut one of those big Fractal Mascots. The Forum Necroscribe, I don't have a bunch of stuff that targets. Noxious Newt's better than Hydro Channeler in my deck. Drop out that Hydro Channeler. I probably will cut a Potioner's Trove. But honestly, maybe not, because, like, we've got a lot going on up top here. Do we want the 4 mana 3/4 increment reach giraffe? I mean, considering we already have an extra Fractal Mascot that we're not going to play, I'll take the new card. We're going to take the cool card because I want it. We'll play the Strife Scholar. The double Potioner's Trove helps with the Jadzi. I mean, we're going to take the uncommon. Do we want the Zombify? Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Yeah, we'll take a Zombify. Get rid of the Hungry Griffin. Was there a card that got added? Two swamp. We only need one. Give me another green. That Ascendant Dust Speaker we don't need. So therefore we don't need a plains. We can go up on red sources. 4 or 5. Yeah. Okay, how many lands are we at? We're at 17 lands. We want to cut one thing. Is it the Zombify? I think it might be like the Rapturous moment, realistically. Yeah, let's do this. All right, playing some soup. See you in the first game. All right. Rang X the Seasoned. And they're like 13 ranks below me. Let's do this. We're going to mulligan that. We're going to keep this. We're going to return that. I think we were going to end up in a situation that was not very friendly for us there. Which that happens sometimes. That does. Play that out. And we're gonna hope that we draw land so that we can additive evolution next turn. Because that would be sick. Annoying. No. Bad. Dang. That helps. There's my 4/4. Together as one is a very, very, very strong card. Ooh, that's annoying. Am I getting Tome Blast in the face? That's actually crazy. We could have played the Together as one, but I think getting the Fractal Mascot out is pretty good for us. And if we draw another color of mana, we can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But we got to draw a mountain for it. We're going to play this out. Do I get in? I do, correct? X damage to any target. This is 5 damage to face. You have to create a 3/3. That's plus 2, sure. It's a good one. You gonna double block there? I'll kind of take that. I'm gonna gain 2 life with that. And now I get to cast this for 5. After maybe hitting them in the face. No blocks. Ooh, no. Draws X cards, deals X damage to any target. Autopay. Good game. Solid. 1-0. See you guys in the next. Ooh, okay. Ghost Bomb, number 31. This is going to be a lot harder. Probably. I have no idea. Opponent goes first. Okay. Okay. Tapped this Jadzi. That's a sweet swim. We got a removal spell, so I'm here for that. We don't have green. But we don't have black, but we're gonna need green before we need black. I'm gonna let him kill that if he wants. And save up my Impractical Joke. Yes! I will gladly trade off my Potioner's Trove for my... I'm gonna play this. Tap. Potioner's Trove. Kill that. Gain 2 life. End turn. Next turn we can play a big ol' thing. We got a 6/6 with trample and reach. That's a good one. Autopay, draw 3 cards. Jadzi, draw 2 cards and then discard 2 cards. We're gonna discard a Mindful Biomancer and a Zombify. No. And a Forum Necroscribe. No. 2 Mindful Biomancers. No. Yeah, we're gonna do the Zombify. Yeah, we'll play this out. Next. End turn. Not being able to play out the Studio's first year is kind of sad, but it happens. Create X. So I can do 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe if I draw one more, I can make 3. That's sad. And it's an exile effect too. How do I want to play this? I've got so much green in hand. How do I cannot play I can play this, pop it, but I can't play anything else if I do that. Let's play this. And we're just gonna pump up. Taking 2. I'm gonna play that out. This is gonna be for 4, and we're gonna be able to create 2 4/4s. Or we can play the Aberrant Worm and the Mindful Biomancer. It's gonna gain me life. That's gonna get a counter. No attacks. We're gonna be able to block the Dromedary as much as we want. Oh, there's a Silver Quill. That's not good for us. Okay, so there's a lot going on here. We can play this and then pop this. So maybe we do that. We'll pump that guy up. This guy's got trample. Yeah, we need to start putting a clock on him. I'm gonna take 8. Hell yeah. We're gonna play. We're gonna pop. Go grab us a forest. Play us an elemental mascot. And end turn. The Silver Quill with 2 tokens. If they've got good removal here, we're in a not great spot. Yeah. That's not good for us. Silver Quill is very, very strong. So we're at 8 mana. We can't do both of these. We're gonna get in for 6. And then we're gonna cast this. Cancel. Add 1 mana. White. Red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's 4 colors. Auto pay. We gained 4 life. Get 2 4/4s. Those ones don't have vigilance, do they? Do they all have vigilance? Oh, it gains vigilance. We're going to put the Dromedary back in hand. Okay. So if I swing in with everything right now, they block the 3 biggest things they lose. They don't lose exactly. Okay. They get one of my fractals. Oh, their things are all indestructible. Oh, I forget. I always forget about that. This Duty Beyond Death is very, very good. And 100% my mistake in forgetting about it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You got something? Oh my gosh. That's insane. Actually. Can they flash it back? No. Okay. Okay. So if we swing out right now, they have got a block, 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 block. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Leaving this free. So if I activate this, if they have something else here, Silver Will is so very strong. Target player gains 2 life. Yay. I could have made that so that couldn't have been blocked. Oh, I will forever remember that as being my biggest punt. Guys, it's going to sit with me forever. 100% my mistake. They've got a flashback plus 1/1 counter with a sack. Rabbit attack. Casualty. Gosh. Guys. I deserve that loss. I deserve that loss. See you in the next one. Tonight, to the Dauntless Drafter. We're in here. We're trying to redeem ourselves, realistically. We go first. We're going to keep this. This is a little scary. I mean, it's a little scary. But we've got 2 2-drops and a 3-drop. The 6-drop might be dead in our hand. It might not be. We got time to draw cards. We're drawing another 2-drop, so there's that. A Deathcap Glade is pretty sick. We're going to play out the 3/2. It has a big ol' expensive spell attached. Potioner's Trove. Okay. Okay. I could have played the Mind into Matter, but I'd rather play it for 2 and get at least something off of it. Playing this to draw 1 just feels bad. A cuboid colony. Nice. A noxious newt. Ew. Double block. Yeah, I'm gonna pump that. That puts me up a card. I've got life to play with. I'm gonna play out the Potioner's Trove, and then I'm gonna play out the 2/3. No attacks. But I will get in. No blocks. One, two, three, four, five, six. So I'm gonna do it for 4. All lands? Actually? That was crazy. That's probably the most absurd thing to happen to me today. Like, dang. All lands, too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And let's bounce the Rancorous Archaic. Yeah, I can get slightly stronger, but... we're gonna get in for 3. Yes. Nice Rancorous Archaic. Fractal Mascot, tap it down. That's annoying. No attacks, end turn. We've got good blocks. We're both low on life. My additive evolution is going to help me out over time. I've got many more lands than they do. Uh-oh. Please don't. Ugh. That's real not good. We're take 4. There's a Jodzi. Two more lands, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can activate for pay 3, auto pay. Can't be blocked this turn. This time I remember. Matter Bending Mage, you've got an extra ability. Jeez. No! Alright, guys. 1, 2. See you in the next one. 1, 2. Chicken Blob, Dauntless Drafter. That's a sick avatar, by the way. Oh, we're going to keep it. Hand looks great. I'm only immensely sad. I'm going to go ahead and Rampant Growth. And we're going to go get us a mountain. And we're not going to attack. At the beginning of your end step, if a creature died under your control this turn, draw a card. Dang, okay. Yeah, we're just gonna kill that right away. Yes, we're gonna block your 1/1. Another one? Ooh, okay. Gain 2 life. End turn. Essence Knit. This is a sweet deck. A Bondwater Limbra. Just all the gold cards. I'm actually so here for it. Oh goodness. Destroy target creature. No, you gain 3 life. Okay.
Take growth for granted.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can tap down one of their creatures. And then I'm getting in and they've got a double block with the things. Yeah, I think that's probably the best move. We're gonna go at the Dalen. Whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. Ugh. That's gonna be super annoying.
For you, life inevitably ends.
Then again, we've got a big old board that they've got to deal with right now. That's super annoying. Mm, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can do it for 5. And it's all lands again except for the Aberrant Mana Worm. Yeah, we gotta go in.
These are the answers I need.
We're able to cast this for 5. We're gonna gain a bunch of life. It's gonna give this Aberrant Mana Worm a bunch. Which opponent loses a life? Sure. And yes, you're gonna get to draw a card, sure. Maybe draw 2. We are going to white, black, red, blue, green, followed by another blue for a Snarl Song auto pay. Terramorphic, tap that, go get Forest, sure. Next, we're gonna hit that, and we're gonna get in with it all. That's not lethal? Dang. Close. End turn. You're down to 1. I am at 15 with 3 blockers. They have a board wipe. If they have a board wipe, I'm kind of screwed. Oh. That's kind of crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can do it for 4. Good game. Alright, 2-2. Alright, Luigi. The brilliant. You got what it takes. Ooh. Heck yeah. Honestly, Mindful Biomancer's gone. We're playing Studious first year into Mountain Rampant Growth for a island. Ooh. Dang. That's crazy. I'm gonna still get together as one. If it had 1 or more counters on it, create a 0/0 green and blue fractal creature token. Actually? That's kind of crazy. I'm low-key amazed. A Lewin. Dang. Okay. I'm gonna take 5. Ooh, Cliff Mage. Gain some life. No attacks. Let me draw my land. My together as one will bring me back into this game. I promise you. It will be so good. If they play another Lewin here, I'm gonna I'll laugh. And I'll hope to draw land so that I can kill it. Oh, that's not good. That's so insanely not good. Actually. One, two, three, four, 7. No. Actually, I'm so tilted. Like, that's so upsetting. Guys, no. Well, that's gonna be game here. I'll make him go through the motions, because this is gonna be a 6/6. I can at least block that. Or maybe I draw a 2/2. Maybe he doesn't have something else to play. No, he hit 5 lands and that was it. And it created a... Ugh, okay. Good game, man. And they had it together as one. They were also holding off their together as one. Oh, guys. Oh, guys. That was a rough one. I feel like our deck was better than what we finished, but hey, 2-3. I'm not in the habit of underperforming in Strixhaven so far, but sometimes it happens. Maybe this is a sign. Maybe we drafted wrong. Alright, guys. But hey, thanks for joining me on this one. I do appreciate it. Hope you guys are enjoying Secrets of Strixhaven. Get out there, touch grass, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.